Hey guys, it's Ernesto and welcome back to yet another video. So today I wanted to talk about photography heroes, more specifically my photography heroes and the folks that inspire me to where I am today and basically pushes me to where I want to be tomorrow. I may actually never get to that point, but it's all about trying to reach for that unattainable fruit or goal that you're trying to reach for in the future. So I'm going to tell you guys who my photography heroes are, and I hope you guys gain something from it. All right, guys, so now let's start out with my very first hero. I call them heroes, maybe that's the wrong pedestal to put them on, but they really influence how I progressed throughout my photography career. The very first gentleman that basically inspired me into photography, because when I first saw his work, it just blew me away. And I just thought that, his work was so amazing. So this first gentleman, his name is Jeremy Cowart. Now, I may have butchered his last name, but I'll put his information here on the screen so you could see it. Now, when I first came across his work, it just simply spoke to me. It just, impressed me so much. And I knew nothing about photography at the time. So when I was viewing his work, I was viewing his work from just a person that potentially could hire this guy for, maybe do my portrait. Not that I could probably afford it. So I said to myself, this guy is making some great, amazing work. And, I want to do the same thing as well. If I'm going to get into photography, I need to figure out how to do the same thing. So I said, you know what? The very first thing that all photographers do is, what gear is he using? And, I basically dived in to try to figure out what gear he was using. So he was shooting with the 5D Mark II. He had like the 70-200 lens. He had the 24-70 lens. And I was like, really? Okay. He has that camera. At the time, I had a Sony A55. So I was like, you know what? I need to upgrade. I need to get this 5D Mark II. I had no clue what it was about. And, I just wanted to get that camera because I knew if I got that camera and those lenses, I could create amazing work just like Jeremy. He had the 5D Mark II. I got the 5D Mark II. I started taking pictures, and guess what happened? My pictures still look like crap. And it wasn't looking anything like Jeremy. So I was saying to myself, I got the same camera. I got the same lens. Why is it that my pictures are not coming out to be the same? And, over time, obviously, I figured out that answer, which is just because you have the same gear, maybe the same lighting setup and everything like that, don't mean that your images is going to come out to be exactly the same as someone else that you're trying to follow. And that was a very hard lesson for me to learn because, I really struggled for many months, years to figure this thing out. And I learned that, trying to progress and follow in Jeremy's footstep was a very difficult road because I was never achieving his level of artistry. So Jeremy, thank you very much for your inspiration. I still haven't lived up to your level of artistry yet, and I'm definitely inspired by your work every single day when I view it. So again, thank you very much for doing what you do. And I didn't mention any other stuff that you do. I mean, you do a lot of amazing stuff outside of photography. So for the viewers out there, look up Jeremy. Jeremy is an amazing force to be reckoned with. He also does something called Help Portrait. If you guys haven't heard of it, go look it up. I participate in that every year. This year, however, I wasn't able to participate in it because I was in New York. But you guys, you definitely should look into that. Again, thank you, Jeremy.